Here are some simple stretches that you can do that really open up some of the major body parts. So we'll start with a hamstring stretch. So you just get a chair, you take your leg, you put it over the chair. Now as you do that, depending on your flexibility, you want to make sure that you don't really tilt too much of the pelvis, so you want to keep your knees bent at first. And if there's back on the chair, you can rest your foot on there, and while you're there, you really want to think about really being really tall, aligning neutral spine, and slowly you can just kind of rest your hands just underneath your hamstring and gently think about lengthening the hamstring by bringing your right hip back. So as you straighten your knee, just really notice what's happening in your low back. You want to try not to round your back. Your chest is always up. And also you want to make sure that the standing foot is facing forward. Now if it's part of your practice and you feel like you can go a little bit more from here, you may go forward. Now as you go forward, again, you want to keep your back really, really neutral. No rounding in any way, and just really lift the chest and gently bring the hip back. And just take a few breaths. Usually I will stay in this position at about 5 to 8 breaths. Great. Then you can take your leg and you can come down. And then you can repeat on the other side. Now today, I'm not going to do the other side. I'm just going to show you some of the basic stretches, and you can do the other side on your own time. And the next one is you can take the leg and you can put it on the side, and your standing foot should be pointing perpendicular away from the chair. And again, only straighten your knee if it's comfortable for you. Now a lot of times when people on the stretch, they don't really align their pelvis, so you really want to do is gently lift the hip forward a little bit, and once you get a place where you're comfortable, this is also a great opportunity to stretch your back. So raise your arm over the head, reaching towards the top of the toes, that's up. Just really lengthening, relax the neck and the shoulders. And you don't have to reach really hard, just slowly think about bending the body, lengthening over. Take some breaths. It's a great way to stretch the inner thighs and the side of your body. And you come back. Good. Now we have some stretches to open up your chest. So what we're going to do is take your hand, you're going to put it on the wall. You're going to just rest it slightly above, being parallel with the floor. And you're going to gently move your shoulder of the side you're stretching towards the wall, and then try to look around. And if you can, think about twisting the hips to really stretch out your chest. And again, just a couple of breaths. 6 to 8 breaths. Really open up the chest area. Good, come back. And then it'll be good to also stretch out your hips. So another thing to add in together is you can sit on the floor. I'm going to put one foot over the knee, and from here, you can hug your leg and just use the hand that's behind you on the ground to help prop up your posture, and just try to look around behind you while pulling the knee over. For some of you, you'll be able to take the hand and put it down to the other side for more stretch in the hip. The idea here is to twist the spine and then stretch the hip. And that will conclude our basic stretching.